Okay, try to type it, but it went straight to the live. So we're learning in Yaakov. Hopefully Pinchas will be able to fix it. Straight to life. Okay, so the title today is, we're learning about Batra. The title today is, should Torah scholars be exempt from paying taxes?
Well, this is a good one.
Right?
I remember this.
Pinchas, are you with us? Let me see if Pinchas is with us. Who is watching? Not to somebody's watching. I don't know who's watching. Anyhow, so Baba Batra and Yaakov for today, should Torah scholars be exempt from paying taxes? Rabbi Nossi made the rabbis pay a share of the tax for the expense of building a protective wall around the city.
Right.
Oh, Baruch, welcome. Welcome, Baruch. So Rabbi caused the rabbis to participate in building a wall around the city. Well, they also paid tax. Protective wall. Reish Lakish said to him, the rabbis don't need the protection of a wall, so why are you charging them? They're already protected by the Torah. For it says, were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. Psalms 139:18. Now, who does this? Who does this pasuk refer to? Do you think that tzaddikim, and do you think that the tzaddikim, and that they outnumber the grains of sand? When you consider that all of Israel are like the sand on the seashore, Genesis 22:17. How can the tzaddikim alone be more numerous than the grains of sand? But the pasuk refers to the deeds of the tzaddikim, and their deeds will outnumber the grains of sand. Now, if the grains of sand, which are fewer than the deeds of the tzaddikim, protect the land against the sea, how much more so, or how much more should the deeds of the tzaddikim protect them from their enemy? So if the grains of the sea, the seashore, the grains of sand, can protect the world from the water gushing, it stops there, right? And it's less than tzaddikim because the deeds of tzaddikim are more numerous than the grain of sand. How much more so should the deeds of tzaddikim protect them from the enemy? So they don't need the protection of the wall, and therefore they should not have to pay the tax. When Reish Lakish came before Rabbi Yochanan, the latter told him, why didn't you derive it from this pasuk? I am a wall, and my breasts are like towers. Song of Songs, chapter 8, verse 10. Where I'm a wall refers to the Torah, and my breasts like towers refers to the students of Torah, who therefore do not need a wall of stones. Reish Lakish, however, expounded this pasuk the way Rav did, namely, I am a wall refers to the community of Israel, breasts are like towers refers to the synagogues and houses of learning. Rabbi Nachman, son of Rabbi Chisda, levied a text on the rabbis. Said Rabbi Nachman ben Yitzchak to him, what you have done goes against the Torah, the prophets, and the writings. Against the Torah, for it says, although he shows love to the nations, all your holy ones are in your hand. They follow your footsteps and uphold your words. Deuteronomy 33:3. Moshe said to the Holy One, blessed be He, Master of the universe, even at a time when you seem to be showing love to the nations of the world by letting them subjugate your children, all your holy ones are in your hand. You will still protect the tzaddikim and Torah scholars. They follow in your footsteps. Rabbi Yosef learned this refers to the Torah scholars who bruise their feet going from town to town, from country to country to learn Torah. And uphold your words means that they are constantly involved in discussing the words of God. So you see that they enjoy God's special protection, and therefore you should not levy a tax against them to build a protective wall. Rabbi Nachum Yitzchak went against the prophets, for it says, although they pay tribute, itnu, to the nations, they pay tribute to the nations, now I will gather them, but first they will be humbled. They will be humbled somewhat by the burden of the king and princes. Hosea, chapter 10, verse 10. Chapter 8, verse 10. Ula said this pasuk was really said in Aramaic. In Aramaic, the word itnu means learned, and vayelechu means they became free. Thus the pasuk translates, if they all learn Torah, I will gather them soon. If only a small portion of them are Torah scholars, they will be freed from the taxes of the king and princes. Therefore, you should not impose a tax on the Torah scholars. Rabbi Nachum Yitzchak violated the writings, for it says, it shall not be lawful to impose upon whomever serves in the temple of God, including Torah scholars, and levy, tax, or duty So Rav Yehuda said, Minda means the king's tax, below the head tax, the halacha, and halach, the tax on farm produce. So it doesn't seem like the Rabbi responded to the claims of Rish Lakish. Why do you collecting tax from the Torah scholars? Continue, God willing, tomorrow. Bruchim Tiyu, Shkount the Omer. Yesterday was 28. 28 was yesterday. Bruchim Tiyu.